Right, after a turbulent few months for Netball New Zealand, stability may be returning to the sport's top ranks, with Dame Nolene Taurua being reinstated as head coach of the Silver Ferns. It follows 6 weeks of speculation, of media coverage about her future after she was stood down following significant issues in the team environment. So what's changed? Matt Whineray is chair of Netball New Zealand and joins me this morning. Morning, Matt.
Oh, morning, Ryan.
Good to have you on the program. Can you tell us what the original, was there a complaint that kicked this off, or was it a review?
What have been talked about were concerns that have been raised. So we've been working through to address what we needed to do to get Dame Nolene back in the environment, and we've got to an agreement on that, understanding of what we need to do, enhancements to the player wellbeing approach, enhancements to support performance, and we're now going to be working through those in the course of the next couple of months. So that's what we've been working through to get Dame Nolene back into the environment.
How many, you say, issues of concern were raised? How many people raised the initial issues of concern?
Look, Ryan, we have to protect privacy of those involved and the confidentiality of that process. We haven't talked about the specifics of those concerns. We have said that some concerns were raised. We had to take that seriously, and we have, and that's what we've been working through to address what we needed to do to get Dame Nolene back into the environment, and we've now been able to agree that, and we're very pleased to be able to.
I understand that. But Matt, I'm not asking for names of people. I just want to know how many people initially complained to kick this off.
Ryan, I've said we have to protect the confidentiality of that process. We had concerns raised. We had concerns raised. We had concerns that we needed to take seriously, and we've taken those seriously. We agreed with Dame Nolene the process that we would go through to then address those, and that's what we've been doing over the course of the last 6 weeks, and the agreement that we reached last Friday.
Totally understand and respect your need for privacy and confidentiality, which is why I'm not asking for any names of players. But I think it's important for your fans to understand how widespread concerns about Dame Nolene or her coaching staff were. So I think it's important that you answer the question.
We had to address the concerns that were raised. Concerns were raised that that we had to take seriously. And we took it seriously because ultimately an environment has to work for everybody. We need, for everybody to be able to perform at their best, you have to be physically and mentally at your best. And so that's what we've been doing, is working through how we can do that in the current environment. Look, there's a balance in a high performance environment. You've got to balance the intensity required for high performance with the requirement to support all of those in the environment. That includes players and staff, and that's what we've been doing.
Okay, fair enough. Can you say then, to give people a sense of what's been going on, you know, those concerns that were raised, were players sworn at? Was anyone physically assaulted?
I've said that we're not going into the specifics of those concerns. Concerns were raised that we needed to take seriously. We did take seriously. We've been working through what we needed to do in order to be able to make this environment one where our Silver Ferns players and all the staff can thrive. And that's the agreement we got to at the end of last week. And we've got some work to do going forward in order to implement that.
What is the message out of all of this? Because it's bizarre, where the country has been having a debate based on nothing, because you haven't said anything. What is your message to other coaches in the sport right now? Where is the line? What is the bar? If you raise your voice when you're yelling an instruction at a player on the court, is that okay?
Ryan, it's not going to be useful for me to get into hypotheticals. I don't think, I think you create a straw man you can tip over, that's fine. But what I would say is there is a heightened awareness of the challenges in high performance environments. We know that you've got to be able to support all of those in the environment. You've got to do that in a robust way because you've got intensity in a high performance environment. You need people to be performing physically at their very best. So what we're doing is enhancing, and we'll be working with Dame Nolene and other subject matter experts to take learnings from those other codes that have been through development of coach and athlete safety systems. We're going to put those in place, enhance our own player wellbeing framework to make sure that we've got an environment that everybody can perform at their best in.
When you say safety systems, was somebody unsafe?
They are broader. Player, staff, safety systems are about how you keep everybody, you maintain well-being in an environment, and how you balance that with the requirements of the high performance environment. So that's what you're doing in a high performance environment, just like you do in any business employment environment.
How much does this cost Netball New Zealand financially?
This has been a challenging process. This has been a difficult process. Certainly, it's certainly felt like from the outside, it's taken a long time. It has taken a huge amount of work from the team, from the board, from everyone involved. And probably the biggest impact is it creates a distraction or diversion of energy. And we've got a fantastic community game. We've got a sport that is growing. More people are playing than ever before, and we want to focus our attention on that. And that's why we've got to this point where we're pleased we can move forward.
Do you have you don't have any idea of financial impact yet?
This process is continuing, Ryan. So
Thus far,
it's clearly cost money,
hundreds
but
of thousands,
most of all, it's cost distraction.
Yeah, but how much money?
Oh, that's for Netball New Zealand to hold on to.
And Matt, have you responded to Mark Mitchell yet? What did you say?
I said, thank you for your encouragement, Minister. I understand your interest. Lots of people are interested. We're very pleased with the support of the Minister. We've been pleased to have the support of Sport New Zealand and High Performance Sport New Zealand along the way. And we've let them know that we reached an agreement late last week.
Okay. All right. I think at the end of all of that, most people will just be pleased to have Dame Knowles back in charge.